ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਦੇ ਮੈਡੀਕਲ ਅਧਿਕਾਰੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਲਾਰੈਂਸ ਲੋ ਨੇ ਪੀਰ ਰੀਜਨ ਅੰਦਰ ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਦੀ ਸਥਿਤੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਪਡੇਟ ਪ੍ਰਦਾਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਵਿਡ-19 ਵੈਕਸੀਨ ਵੰਡ ਦੇ ਟਾਸਕ ਫੋਰਸ ਮੁਖੀ ਜਨਰਲ ਰਿਕ ਹੀਲੀਅਰ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਿੰਸ ਅੰਦਰ ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਵੈਕਸੀਨ ਵੰਡ ਪ੍ਰਕਿਰਿਆ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ।
So it came to my attention over the weekend that a communication product put out by Peel Public Health contained an error. This product has since been removed and is currently being revised. The product does not state our position in respect of isolation of children. There are recommendations on our website with a recognition that children cannot self-isolate, and they do need to self-isolate with a parent or guardian. It is important that these guidelines were done with the best intentions, with the recognition that household transmission does continue to be a significant source of spread in our community, and to the extent that we can balance the risk of transmission, certainly with the emotional and physical needs of children, that was where we were trying to go, but the product has been removed and is being revised. Thanks for the question.
Was it just not following the provincial guidelines?
So no, again, this was an error made on a communication product. It was not a difference in the positions with products.
There's no confusion. Some regions are opening up more quickly because they started earlier. They are more advanced in their priorities and can start with 80-year-old pluses before other regions can. And the reason some of those regions started earlier is because they were hot zones. For example, Peel here has been particularly heavily, devastatingly visited by COVID-19, and so started early, and they therefore are now actually ready to do 80-year-olds and plus, and indeed have been doing that. Yeah, I've heard that some of the websites have had some problems and or crashed this morning. You know, people are still getting needles put into their arms. That's not stopped because of that. Hamilton or York, they will fix those websites. They'll get back online. But in the interim, the bookings have been made and people will continue to get needles into their arms.
But there is confusion there, and people are so emotional about this. A little bit of confusion creates a lot of fire. What do you have to say to those people that tried to get a one needle today and can only get it for one spouse or one person and not the other?
And so it's not all this confusion as much as the availability of vaccines will sometimes cause that to occur, where you could get a needle because you're an age group and your spouse potentially cannot. As we get more vaccines flowing through those vaccination centers, those kinds of issues will disappear, and they'll disappear very soon here. So we're constantly pushing hard. We're actually moving in front of where I articulated last week. I said we were going to be province-wide by 15 March. At 80-year-olds and plus. We've already started in many of the public health units, and we'll continue to ramp that up so that by 15 March we will be doing 80-year-olds and above right across the province of Ontario.